Hello, a very good evening to you and welcome to the sports segment of Fauzan Harun channel. And today we are on again with a new program highlighting the triumph and congratulating Real Madrid, the Los Blancos of the Spanish capital Madrid and of the football club, the Madrid Football Club of Madrid in Spain. And please, before I start the program, do well to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, send in your comment, share in the joy for others to also enjoy. And thank you very much. Congratulations once again to Real Madrid and Zinedine Zidane, Zizou, for winning the 34th title for the Los Blancos in the Spanish La Liga competition. And the quite unique aspect of this triumph is that Barcelona led for a number of weeks before Real Madrid came and overtook them in the latter part of the season. And so this is quite a unique achievement for Real Madrid, as it has already been touted by Florentino Perez, the president of Real Madrid, that this is a special triumph for him. It's a special triumph for him because he will love to celebrate it because this triumph was supposed to be for Barcelona, and fortunately for Real Madrid, it has landed on their side. And so I do agree with him. And all over the world, across the sports fraternity, there have been criticisms here and there about the manner and the level of favoritism that Real Madrid do get from the referees at the center of the field, the officiating officials at the center of the field. Just like in England, just Liverpool and Manchester United are getting some of the favors, especially Manchester United are getting some of the VAR favors from the referees. Same wise, people are criticizing Real Madrid for getting the better part of the referees in Spain, and so I wouldn't begrudge them. And so this is also the first La Liga title they've won since 2016-2017 season, in which Cristiano Ronaldo led them to that title victory. And so it's also unique in that sense too. And then Zinedine Zidane, despite having this celebration to enjoy and endure with, his having another eye in the Champions League, in that he will face Manchester City in the coming days in the second leg of the Champions League to try and overturn the 2-1 defeat that he suffered at the hands of Pep Guardiola's Man City at the Bernabeu in the Champions League. And so despite the fact that he's celebrating, he's giving his team 7 days off to go and recharge their batteries and come back and train again to come and face the battle ahead of them in the Champions League. And later on, I'll touch a little bit on the Champions League. Karim Benzema is also the important player, prima donna for that matter, ever since Cristiano Ronaldo left. Though Sergio Ramos is doing the do and getting the most important goals and wins for them with respect to conversion of penalties and other stuff. Karim Benzema is one of the unique players left, and is even the star man now for Real Madrid. Karim Benzema has 26 goals in 41 outings so far across all competitions in this season, with 21 of those goals coming in the La Liga competition. And so that explains quite the nature of how important Karim Benzema is to him, to the team. And then now he has become the 5th most top scorer in terms of ranking of numbers at the Real Madrid Football Club. His stats and numbers do show, for that matter. He scored 248 goals in 512 appearances at Real Madrid, also bringing and beefing in his numbers. And currently, recently, Sidney Govou, the former playmate of Karim Benzema at Olympique Lyonnais in France, said Karim Benzema is a more complete player than Thierry Henry. That is quite debatable, for that matter. I must say it's quite debatable, and hence is a matter of subject of debate for another day. And Real Madrid are also chasing their 14th European crown. They are chasing their 14th European crown and want to snatch this title. Quite an impressive trophy room for Real Madrid, chasing for a club, chasing 14th European title. You can imagine the sort of performances that they have done and have achieved in Europe, for that matter, to be chasing their 14th title triumph. And Zinedine Zidane is looking up to the Man City game full of promises by welcoming Eden Hazard into the game, who didn't feature in their last game against Leganes, which ended 2-2. Which ended 2-2 goals from Sergio Ramos and then Marco Asensio. So the Los Blancos, Zinedine Zidane is yet to lose in a Champions League knockout tie. Remember, he's won it consecutively for 3 times previously before he left for sabbatical leave and then came back to Real Madrid again. And he said, he was interviewed recently after the title triumph, and he said that he is lucky to be managing Real Madrid. People are saying he's the special one. He downplayed that aspect and wouldn't want to associate that tag with him. And I said that he's just the lucky one, not the special one, for that matter. Quite sarcastic, for that matter. And remember, the special one was the tag that Jose Mourinho used to attach to his name when he was coaching Real Madrid. And so Zinedine Zidane, I understand him, it's a smart move there. He wouldn't want to pile the pressure on him. He want to divert and deflect the pressure away from himself by saying that he's not the special one, for that matter. Please, if you've joined me for the first time on this show, do what? Subscribe to the channel, for Zan Harun channel. Hit the subscribe button and touch the notification bell. And God will richly bless you. Thank you very much. So Real Madrid is beaming with confidence, and the celebration already has been cautious because of the COVID-19 related incident. And Spain is one of those countries that was badly and heavily hit hard by the COVID-19 crisis, and so celebrations are very much cautious, for that matter, and they will want to rest and focus on the Champions League ahead of them coming against Manchester City. We do hope and wish Real Madrid the best of luck, though I'm a supporter and fan of English football. But as I always tell you, Real Madrid is my second team, though my first team, Chelsea, is there, but Real Madrid is my second team, for that matter. Anybody who wins the game probably is welcome for me, but I would also wish the English Premiership sides will do well in the Champions League. So without much ado, I would like to thank you for joining me on this show. Hope to meet you some other time. Do what? Subscribe to the channel, send in your comment, support the show as you always do. Thank you very much for joining me on this show. Cheers. God richly bless you.